Recently, we have reports of migrants attacking the police in Durban City around a migrant repatriation center. And we are having two reports about what is going on. One is saying that these migrants were protesting because the government wanted to remove them from the country because they were there illegally. And on the other side, it said that these migrants were tired. They voluntarily went to the deportation center for the government to send them back where they came from. And the government was instead delaying to process their deportation claims. So in this video, I am going to tell you exactly what led to the protest, what actually happened, and the consequences of this to South Africans. And I will also give you my thoughts at the end. So if you are new to this channel, please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for upcoming updates. Now, let's get into what led to the protest. So, we had reports that weeks before, some vigilante groups in South Africa and some guys who are against illegal migration were moving from house to house, telling all those who were there illegally that they have a deadline of June 30th in being in their country, and if they are caught in the country after June 30th, they are not going to believe what will happen to them. And these vigilante groups as well were moving and telling even the landlords that if an illegal migrant is caught in their premises, the premises is going to be burnt down together with the illegal migrants. So this sparked fear on the landlords and everyone, and even those who were there illegally. And thousands of them, reportedly mostly Malawians, gathered and voluntarily went to the migrant deportation centers and asked the government to repatriate them back to their countries. And when they were there, you can imagine the type of population. It was estimated that there were more than 10,000 Malawians that were there, and about 1,000 of them had already left South Africa. Since they were gathered there in their numbers, there was a lot of hunger, and only fewer charity organizations were there to provide them with food. The living conditions were very poor. They barely had where to sleep, and there was a report of the spread of diarrhea and other diseases. We had pregnant women there, and due to the delays in the process of their deportation claims, they decided to begin protesting. As they began protesting, the South African police tried to silence them. What even made this worse was when some of these Malawians were restricted by the South African police to deposit their documents in the centers that can facilitate their deportations. And this sparked a lot of outrage from those who wanted to go back, and they began heavy protests, and the whole atmosphere was very tense. Now, let's talk about the implication of this to South Africans. First, the groups who are advocating for stricter immigration policies and are against illegal migrations, I am 100% in support of that. You should not go to any country, whatsoever reason, illegally. If you are going to a country, you should make sure you are moving to that country legally. And that is why each country has borders. So if we had a United States of Africa, there where each person could move to any other country freely, that would have been a different case. But this case, if you are not legally, if you are not living legally in a particular country, then I am strictly against that, and I'm in support of those who are advocating for stricter immigration policies. Now, to the police, stopping these migrants from moving back to their country is something I don't think actually makes sense, because vigilante groups ask them to leave, and most of these guys are leaving because they have given them a deadline of June 30th, which is fast approaching. And taking recognition to what first of all happened when these strikes began, when some people lost their lives, some people had serious injuries because of it. So they have decided to say they want to leave the country, and they are in the deportation centers. So why is the police now preventing them from leaving? So I don't think that one actually is a good move by the police. So if they want to go back, let them go back. There have been so many government reports that are saying that they want to deport all the illegals there in South Africa. But now the people are voluntarily wanting to move back, and you are holding them back. For me, that is not a good move. Also, this again to those advocating for stricter immigration policies. If someone is there that is legally, if someone is living in the country legally, and you are telling the person that he is taking your jobs, or the person is there to cause confusion in your country, when you are the one who approved him to come there legally, and you are throwing that person away, that one now is xenophobic. And we are against xenophobia, whatever reason it is. If someone is in your country legally, the person has the legal right to stay until the person's stay expires. Those who have legal right to remain are supposed to remain. But those who are living there illegally are the ones we are not for. So there are reports of legal migrants also being among these migrants that are protesting, and you asking them to move away. So the vigilante groups that are doing that is not a good move. But for those who are illegal, it is a good move. That is my own thoughts on this. Also, make sure you share your own thoughts on this in the comment section below, because your thoughts also matter. And we will be monitoring this story to see how it is going to turn in the days ahead. So if you are new to this channel, please make sure you subscribe and turn on the notification bell for more. Thanks, and I will see you in the next one.